Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another reading vlog for you, and this a reading vlog and a Illumicrate vlog because I'm gonna read this one here. This is Saltswept by Katalina. I said in the I don't remember what her get update it was, but when I got this book, I had so much trouble figuring out that this is a W. I mean, it's like a what do you call it? Like Poseidon's try. What do you call it? I don't know what to call it in English, but for the love of God, I could not figure out that this is a W. I was just staring at it like, what's this supposed to mean? I thought it was a hue and an S. Don't get me started. So this is the Illumicrate version. As you know, or as you might not know, I have a Illumicrate challenge going on because I get these books every single month, right? And some of them small like this, some of them a bit bigger. But preferably, I would love to not have a huge pile of them laying around. My TBR pile is big enough as it is, and with these coming in every single month, they just pile on top of each other. So I think I have like 8 or 9 Illumicrate books that I still haven't read yet. And you know, we are the 20th of March right now. It will probably be shipped soon. The March one, then that will arrive. And yeah, no. So Illumicrate challenge and a new vlog. So let me just show you what it looks like. We got the dust jacket. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Beautiful. And then suede edges that look like an octopus, which is also on here. It actually got me. I have no idea what this book is all about. The only thing I've read is that it is inspired by Southeast Asian mythology, and the first thing I read here is a ragtag crew, a perilous quest. First they need a boat, next they need to learn how to sail it, and it's giving me One Piece vibes, which is very convenient because I got 3 One Piece, not novels. I always want to say novel. What do you call it? Volume. At the library, I just finished the last one that I have, 16. A crazy crew that need a boat and they don't even know how to sail it. Call me a treat. Okay, so I'm gonna start this now. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Really beautiful. So yeah, I've never read anything. I think this is also the debut book. I'm not gonna read what it is about because I want to be surprised. There's a map. There is a map. Autumn Isle, mainland, Spring Isle, Summer Isle, Winter Isle. That is exactly like it is in the One Piece. At least the volumes that I'm reading right now, there are, I don't know, it's probably too much. Like when Nami gets sick and they're at the Winter Island trying to find a doctor, you know. Oh, I'm intrigued. Do I have a bookmark here? Actually, I don't know if I told that in a vlog, but I always have 2 bookmarks in books. One where I'm currently at, and then the other one is my reading goal for the day, because you know I want to at least read 20 minutes a day, at least, or 50 pages, you know, depending on what my mood is. I finished the book, I put them right here, first page, and then I forgot I had them in, so I lost 2 bookmarks. I give them away to the library for free. I'm going to give you the first sentence as well. Let's see. Part 1, getting the crew together. Now, please let this be like One Piece, please. Chapter 1, familiar. It's a homecoming that feels more like being kicked in the belly than being greeted with warm, open arms. Okay, there are a lot of people, because every chapter has a name underneath whose chapters focus on. So far, I've seen 3 different ones. I need to make notes. But yeah, I'm really excited. I hope it's good. And you know, reading this, I don't know what I would put this in. I might put this in my Herky challenge for water. Or do I have them already? I'm not sure. I have to see. I see you when I'm halfway done, or maybe when something amazing happens and something blows my mind. So I see you. Hello, I have an update for you. I'm currently on the second part 2. Page 161, and this is not like One Piece. It's not even remotely close to being One Piece. And if it was not for Herky, because as you know, in Herky you cannot get enough books, I would have to get enough the book 50 pages in, because it's just, I'm bored out of my mind. However, given the fact that it is Herky and it's also counting for a prompt, it is Avatar, like become the Avatar water. Now obviously you have the Tree of Life on the naked book, but the cover does check here. It is water. It is a ship on water. It is water. So yeah, we have 3 main characters. And I say main characters with such an emphasis because there are a lot of characters in the film. So many people, so many names, so many people that only show up like once, but they still mention, and you kind of get the whole backstory of it, and it's just boring me out of my mind. So we have Finn. No, I don't even know how you pronounce his name. Filia, Rhys, and Hanan. Hanan is a priestess. Rhys is a farmer and not really like a single mother, but you know, the husband left. And Filia is a pirate who was actually supposed to be hanged, but he was saved. Rhys and her daughter and Filia, that those two stories come together. Hanan is still not with the other two yet, and with the other two and the whole barrage of people that they met, you know what I mean? Like, because there's a lot. They all want to get away from that one place and hopefully move to a better place, a happy place, because Rhys, her daughter is actually blessed or cursed, depending on how you want to see it, because she can bring back the dead, right? Something that is death, she can bring back to life, whether it's a flower or an animal. She tried on an animal. Like, her mother saw that the animal was dead. Her daughter, however, said, I think Biba. She said, no, it is not dead. I can still feel the pulse, and that is basically because she brought it back to life. But then that anyways. So they're trying to get away because everyone with a gift like that is a huge asset to the king and queen, and they do not treat those people well, as far as I gathered. And the king is dead. And surprisingly, the queen is looking for a new priestess who can do some necromancy. Only 101 pages in, and I've seen that this will be a duology, so I might not even get the closure that I want to get from this book. However, like all the stories, there are, of course, like I said, 3 different main characters, but the chapters are so short that you don't even have time to really get to know the people. Like this chapter here starts on page 161. And then the next chapter starts on 166. That's 5 pages of one chapter. Like, once you feel like you're in the story of whatever protagonist that you have, you're already kicked out again because the next protagonist comes in. There was not one time where one chapter or 2 chapters had the same character, main character going on. I get it, you know, you're trying to build up like the momentum of all of the meeting, but it's just taken away from the story, you know what I mean? Like, you cannot focus on one thing because you get thrown into the next. And then once you think, oh, okay, I got that figured out, you get thrown into the other one, who's a priestess. Now, Rhys and Filia, they are in the same, you know, in the same city, same place, same time. Hanan is not yet. At least they haven't met. So, I don't know, it's just really hard to explain. So, I would give this, so far, a 2-star. I'm not even halfway done with the book, but so far it's not really getting me. And it promised so much, you know, like a ragtag crew. First they need a ship, then they need to learn how to sail it. The thing is, Filia is a captain, or a pirate at least, and he has a ship called Saltswept. Unless he dies, he probably knows how to sail a ship. Like, I mean, you would be a terrible pirate if you don't know how to sail a ship. I'm just saying. I mean, look, I always bring back the comparison of One Piece. Yes, Luffy also didn't know how to sail a boat or a ship, but he's a well-wanted smuggler and pirate, and well-known as well. Like, he should know, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's like the whole barrage of people that go with them now, because Rhys wants to get Biba away as far as possible and to get her to a place where they can help her and the child, because having those abilities is, like I said, it is a big gift, but it's also a curse. Because if you handle that badly, if Biba, the child, handles that badly, or if she gets into the wrong hands, and they people handle that badly, you know what I mean? Like, it's a very big risk. They want to get away. As a group, I think they're like, I don't know, like 10 people, most of which I've forgotten. There's also an otter cat that can magically speak. Maybe that is where the Southeast Asian mythology comes in. But yeah, so far it's just not it. Man, I wish the chapters were longer. I wish the characters were a bit more deep. You know, like I have no connection with any of them. You don't have one character where I say, oh, I feel really bad for them, or I want them to the word. I want them to actually make it and survive. Like, it's just, I'm just very neutral about this one. Yeah, so far I'm not really feeling it. We are, like I said, we are, as if you were reading with me, if you were reading this with me, you probably would have left it. I'm on part 2, so adventure awaits. 161 pages in, 2 main characters have met, Riz and Finn. Let's call him Finn. Riz and Finn. Hannah is not in the picture yet, at least not with these people. Like I said, I'm almost halfway done. I'm curious to see how it continues, yes, but if this doesn't change 180, I will probably not have a good time with this. And also the thing is, like I said, it is an anthology, and so far I'm not at the point where I'm like, you know what, yes, I want to continue with this. This is amazing. It's not. It's just not. Like, it would have been better if the chapters were longer, right? Like I said, if you actually get to know the people a bit better, and if it's actually, like, it's just all very, like, top level of, like, friendship and fighting, and, you know, it's something really deep. The only one that is where the dark is Hanan, because she has a, like the priestess one, she has a very weird obsession with death, and there was a one trigger scene, right, that should have been mentioned in here, because there's a lot, where she's almost keyboarding the partner she's actually in bed with, you know what I mean? That was brutal. And it's the priestess that is the most brutal. You have a poet, and he's more like a wishy-washy, what do you call it? Like, he's basically like a joke of a pirate thus far. Because the way he got himself into trouble and almost being hanged at the gallows, man, use a brain. Like, you are such a well-known smuggling pirate. You're smarter than that. You're definitely smarter than that. There's no way. There's no. Anyways, I will continue, and then I will let you know what I think. Not that great, unfortunately. But hey, you know, it will be one book done. It will be one book for my Hookie challenge done, because, like I said, it counts for water, and it will be one book done for my Illumicrate challenge. A win is a win. So I'll continue to read now, and then maybe tomorrow. Can I do that tomorrow? I probably can. I'll give you the review. Okay, so I have finished this book right now, and I would give it 2 stars. It sounded so good, right? Even just the first sentence that you read, I told you that a bazillion times, you know, they need a boat and they need to learn how to sail it. That sounds fascinating, and it sounds like One Piece. I know you're probably tired of the One Piece comparison. It just sounds like it, right? You have a crew that's mixed up of different personalities and classes. You know, like you have a priestess, you have a mother, you have a pirate, you know, like they all come together, and then they hop on a boat and they have to go on an adventure, right? It sounds promising. It was so boring. Oh my goodness, I was so bored out of my mind. Oh my goodness. You have the main villain in here that is actually the queen, who is actually using people with special gifts, right, like the priestesses, and is feeding off of them. And given the fact that she's pregnant now and is about to have a child, that child will also feed off of them. That is so gruesome and so nasty, and that really had a lot of potential as well. But the way it was executed, oh my goodness. No, I did not like it at all. Towards the end, I was just thinking to myself, man, how long is this still going? And then I kept checking, you know, how many pages I've left. I was still 50, I was still 40, still 30, you know, I literally counted how long I left to read this. Yeah, I had high expectations for it, because, as you may know, I have a huge pile of Illumicrate books I still have to read. I think I have like 7 or 8 on there, and a new one is coming, obviously. Yeah, for me to actually go and pick up a Illumicrate book, it means that I'm super excited for it. This was not it, unfortunately. 2 out of 5 stars. I will probably not keep this book either. I will try to sell it on Vinted. You know, even if I get just like $5 for this, it's fun. The weather is absolutely terrible. It's supposed to rain, snow, storm, some sunshine, some hail actually coming through this morning. It's very weird. We are end of March. I'm just saying. So yeah, if I get $5 for this back, I'd be happy about it. So yeah, unfortunately, not for me. Very high hopes. Is this so far the biggest flop of the year? Hailstorm, you hear it? I predicted that. I don't like calling books flops. It's just like I don't like calling music or a movie a flop. It just wasn't for me. Was this the biggest disappointment? Probably, along with Snake Eater by T. Kingfisher, who I've heard a lot of good things about, that author. You know, like the epitome of horror writing, and it was just a complete letdown. And this is what it is as well. Not horror, but still, it got my hopes up. I do like that whole ship setting, you know what I mean? it scares me because I'm terrified of the ocean. I don't think I could actually survive on a ship or even on a cruise. You know, you have those cruises that go like all around Europe and all. That is like 2 weeks on a ship. I don't think I could do that. So like I'm fascinated about this and how so many different people and characters' personalities actually survive this long on such a small space. You know, like I'm very interested in that. But this book, however, felt very flat, unfortunately. Oh, Kraken is in there as well, and you know, at this certain point, I was just not caring enough. But if you like fable animals and you know, like birds, krakens, otter cats, it might be for you. It was not for me, unfortunately. So 2 stars. Not the worst read of the year yet, I think, but it's still not good. I had high hopes, and they were just crushed. Anyways, yeah, that was it. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I think, wait, no, I'm still reading A Court of Winds and Ruin, and then I have my Uncle Napoleon, and then I have another Illumicrate book that's coming up very shortly. I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Like I said, give me a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and that's the next one.